Greetings gamers and welcome back to another episode of Retro Raider, and today I'm going to share with you guys my highlight moments from last night's Nintendo Direct presentation. Last night I was watching the event live on the MFGAMING Channel with my good friend Marco Fresco and also Guilherme from CA Notícias, and I mean, if you guys were watching the live with us, you noticed that we were very hyped, but also we got very disappointed at the end. I literally slept over the event, and here's the deal. I decided to make this, kind of reaction or rambling video today because I wanted to, absorb everything and give you guys my honest opinion. And after watching the event, this morning I went to watch a couple of, highlights from last night's event. And here's the deal. Am I still disappointed? I am, but it was not as bad as in my mind I thought it was last night. We all know that we can't be very hyped into these directs. It is what it is. If we get our expectations very high, we have a good chance that we are going to be disappointed. The main reason why I was disappointed, and I will get to that at the end of the video, was of course, the lack of Legend of Zelda information about Breath of the Wild 2. Let's not forget that the original Legend of Zelda is turning 35 years old next weekend. And no compilation, no remaster, no anything about Zelda. That was the main reason why I got disappointed with the Direct, but we did got some really interesting announcements. I'm not going to talk about everything, it was a 1 hour long Direct. I'm just going to share with you guys, my highlight spots, the games that got me the most excited for. So the event started with 2 character announcements for the Super Smash Bros. 2 characters from the Xenoblade Chronicles 2. We all knew that there was going to be some Super Smash Bros. Information. I mean, it's a Nintendo Direct, it's Super Smash Bros. And yeah, 2 characters from Xeno Chronicles 2. Then the event started to unfold and there it was. A remaster of Legend of Mana. I love the original games on the Mana series. I played the original one on the Game Boy. That, my favorite version of that game is actually Sword of Mana on the Game Boy Advance. Legend of Mana, of course, Seiken Densetsu 3 or Trials of Mana, a personal favorite of mine. I'm talking about the original one on the Super Famicom, that is. And Legend of Mana, I don't own the game, but I played it on emulation. And as a matter of fact, I do have a ROM of it on the PlayStation Classic. And I never finished the game. I really don't know why, because I was enjoying the game when I was playing it, but yeah, I never did finish the game. And from the trailer, I mean, it looks awesome, it looks beautiful, and I really can't wait to play this game on the Nintendo Switch. And I mean, when it comes to the Mana series, for me, one of the highlights is the soundtrack. I just love the Mana series OST. And in this remaster, we have the option to choose from the original score and also the orchestral or remaster soundtrack. I mean, if you're going to play it, just go with the original one. I mean, you're pretty much good to go. And of course that, if you did play this game back in the day, the nostalgia will kick in for sure. So this one got me very excited. Again, if you watched the live stream yesterday on MFGAMING Channel, yeah, you noticed my reaction. A couple of more games into the presentation until we reached Mario Golf. Now, I can't say that I'm a big fan of these side Mario games, like Mario Tennis, etc. But I do understand the hype. And Mario Golf, I mean, it's not like I'm going to pick this game day one, but it looks interesting, it looks fun. It looks very fun. I mean, it's Mario, okay? It's still a golf game, but it is Mario in a golf game. It's Super Mario. It has a story mode. It looks like it has some kind of RPG elements in the middle, and I always appreciate that. And again, probably it's not the Mario game for me, but I do understand the hype, and I think that it is going to be a great release, a great addition to the Nintendo Switch library for sure. Then we started to see this trailer, and I also said on the live stream, I thought that this was going to be a brand new Shin Megami Tensei game, but no, it turns out that it's going to be a brand new IP called Neon White. I thought it was interesting, I thought it was original. Again, I don't know if this is going to be a game for me, for my personal taste. It looks kind of mix of a card game mixed with a shooter and action game. I don't know, but one thing is certain, it definitely reminds me a lot of Shin Megami Tensei. But hey, it's a brand new IP and we all appreciate quality brand new IPs. Animal Crossing, one of the strongest IPs on the Nintendo Switch. Yeah, we're going to have some Mario items going on here. I don't play Animal Crossing, okay? I don't. But I do understand the hype. Again, I mean, this game is a phenomenon. But again, taking into account that this was a big Nintendo Direct and we're talking about one of the most important IPs on the Nintendo right now, which is Animal Crossing. I mean, Animal Crossing fans, let me know, did you got excited with this? Were you disappointed? Yeah, it's Mario-ish in Animal Crossing, but is this a major announcement? I don't know, but Animal Crossing fans, let me know down below. Now, here is the big one for me. Here is the big one from the whole Direct. And I'm very, very excited with this upcoming game. And you guys know why, if you follow my channel. I'm talking about this brand new release by Square Enix. Project Triangle Strategy. My friend Guillermo on the live stream, he thought that, this was going to be, Fire Emblem Three Houses, because of the, the three elements going on. But no, I said, this looks like Octopath Traveler. I think that this is Octopath Traveler. Initial thoughts, I thought that they were going to bring, the mobile game to the Nintendo Switch. But then, wishful thinking from my part, I thought that it was going to be Octopath Traveler 2 or maybe a sequel to the original Octopath Traveler. Turns out that no, this is still a project name, okay, a code name, but it's a brand new game. It's a brand new game, but let's face it, it looks a lot like Octopath Traveler. The original Octopath Traveler is one of my favorite video games of all time. It truly is. I was mesmerized with that game. It's exactly the type of RPG, indie RPG that I want to play on the Nintendo Switch. I want to play on modern systems because you guys know I'm more focused in retro gaming, especially when it comes to RPGs. And this is kind of a fresh approach to the pixel art style, it's 2.5D. But here in this game, Project Triangle, it's more of a tactical game, and I do appreciate my tactical RPGs, even though I prefer turn-based, but it just looks beautiful. It just looks beautiful, those 2.5D elements, the animations, the characters, and we can really tell that this is going to be a very, very immersive game with a deep story. As a matter of fact, I believe that our choices within this game is going to affect the outcome of the story. And yeah, it's going to be big. It's going to be a big one. But still, it does look like to me a spiritual successor on a strategy fashion, okay, to Octopath Traveler. And what can I say? I'm very excited for it. As a matter of fact, we already have a demo available. I still haven't tried the demo yet, but yeah, we're still going to wait. We'll have to wait a long time before we get our hands into this brand new game. 2022, I believe, it's going to be the release date. We are also going to get a brand new Star Wars game. Hades is getting a physical release on the Nintendo Switch. And then we got Ninja Gaiden Collection. I was excited with Ninja Gaiden Collection. It makes sense. I mean, it's Ninja Gaiden. It's the Nintendo Switch. These games are hard. Ninja Gaiden games are hard. But yeah, I'm excited with this one, with this collection. Another remaster, and this is an interesting one. I didn't saw this coming at all. Sega Frontier is going to have a remaster on the Nintendo Switch. Like Legend of Mana, I did play this game, but I didn't finish. I'm not kidding, I didn't finish the game. My thoughts on it, it's interesting. It's an interesting game. Usually not the type of RPG that I'm towards to, but now I'm excited for it. I do want to play this game and finally finish it on the Nintendo Switch. I just hope that both of these remasters are going to get physical releases, so fingers crossed for that. Then, The Legend of Zelda. Any information on Breath of the Wild 2? No. We're going to have to wait till the end of this year. We don't have any clues of what Breath of the Wild 2 is going to be all about, and I believe that the first tease was on last E3, I believe, 2019, and we have to wait until the end of the year for more information on this major upcoming release. I mean, this is going to be the game. This is the game that we all want to play. And I don't know, maybe they're going to release the game this year on holidays. I doubt that. But then I thought, and this is what I was hoping for. Again, Legend of Zelda, the original one, 35th anniversary this weekend. Nintendo DIrect, the first one in 1.5 years, more or less, last night. I thought that, well, they're going to make a remake of the original Zelda, like in Link's Awakening fashion. Maybe a compilation of the classic Zelda games. I don't know, Zelda 1, Zelda 2, Link to the Past. Maybe, maybe Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask, a dual pack, a remastered dual pack for the Nintendo Switch. I would be happy with that. But no, here's what we are going to get. We are going to have an HD port of Skyward Sword, and that was it. That was it for Legend of Zelda in this whole presentation. I know that each Zelda game is a different game. We all have our favorites. But I mean, Skyward Sword, why? Why bring in this game? And it's not even a remaster, it's more of a port. And I mean, we're talking about a Nintendo Wii game. The game didn't age that much. It's still, a good-looking game, a very playable game. Of course, that is going to have, that gimmick in which you can use the Joy-Con controllers to mimic the original gameplay style from the original game on the Nintendo Wii. It looks good. It's still a Zelda game. We're going to have some collectibles like Joy-Cons with the theme of this game. But I mean, why this game? You know what I mean? It's The Legend of Zelda. Why picking this specific one? And again, I'm not hating on Skyward Sword, but why this one? That is my question. I knew that an original Zelda remake was going to be almost impossible, but a collection of the original games, or again, maybe ports of the initial 3D games, Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask, I would be so happy with that, but no, it's not going to happen. We were still waiting for a major announcement at the end of the presentation, and we got it. Splatoon 3. What can I say? I'm a suspect here because I know that Splatoon is a big deal. It's a big IP, and Splatoon 3 is going to be big. It's a major release. The thing is that I am not a Splatoon fan, but I do get it. It's one of those games in which it's not for me because it is not my type of game, but I do get it. I do get the hype for this one. And did the presentation ended in a positive note? Well, I have to say that yes, even though it was not a game that I was hoping for, it is going to be a big game. Then that concluded the presentation, almost 1 hour long. Some really good games were announced. The thing was, no major announcements. Again, maybe aside from Splatoon 3. But the thing is that the rest were filler games. But they were good filler games. So my final thoughts are, a lot of good side games announcements. I will put it this way, okay? But no major releases aside from Splatoon 3. I mean, where are the brand new Zelda game, right? Or brand new Zelda games, whatever you want to call it. Maybe a brand new Super Mario game. No Pokemon whatsoever related announcements. No Metroid. Where is the brand new Metroid game? You guys know what I mean? This was the stuff that, left me with a sour taste after this Direct. But I'm still hopeful. I'm still hopeful for The Legend of Zelda because last year, let's not forget that Nintendo made a Direct only dedicated to the 35th Super Mario anniversary. Maybe we are going to have a similar Direct to that, a Legend of Zelda Direct. I still believe that this is going to happen. I still do. Maybe some announcements of, again, compilations of old Zelda games, more information about Breath of the Wild 2 because, we need more information on that game, period. Maybe a future Direct announcing a brand new Nintendo Switch, the Switch Pro, who knows? But yeah, let's keep our heads cold, okay? This is still the beginning of the year. A lot of good things are still going to happen for Nintendo in 2021. And this was my reaction, these were my thoughts on last night's Nintendo Direct presentation. And let me know about you guys, let me know down below your thoughts on this Direct. Were you disappointed with the Direct? Are you excited with some of the announcements that were announced last night? Do you think that Nintendo will put out a Nintendo Direct dedicated only to The Legend of Zelda? Who knows? Let me know down below, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you guys have the extra time, feel free to follow me on social media. I'm on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. And as always, guys, take care of yourselves, take care of the gaming community, and game a lot.